Hi there and welcome back, my friends, to Kingdom Come Deliverance. We've discovered something while riding military style through the woods to locate the master locator. There's people camping here. There's usually been bandits whenever we've seen something like that, so we're gonna be careful this time as well. There's food. Seems to be abandoned. But who has cooked that food? Well, it seems abandoned enough, eh? No one here. Thankfully now, we have to say. So let's call for a trusty steed and... oh, there you are. And ride to Pribyslavitz to help find the master locator of Sir Divish. Through the woods. Because we have trouble finding a path as well. Oh, wow. I mean, at this point, Henry feels a sense of urgency to everything. Before it was just like... it was all a little bit just getting used to the world outside of Skalitz. But now that we are really in that world, and well respected, we feel not so powerless anymore. We feel a kind of a responsibility from time to time. We feel that we can influence the cause of the world. We've helped many people. And we have been helped from time to time. We're feeling respected. That's more like it. Now, maybe we would rather go for another blade now. As we're nearing Pribyslavitz, it could be more dangerous. Maybe there are bandits now. I mean, just sending out a master locator without protection seems foolish in these times. With all the humans roaming around. Nearing Pribyslavitz. Been tasked to rebuild this, basically together with a locator, or at least find him now. Divish has sent him here into the wilderness on his own. That was probably not the best idea, because he's been missing for some days now. Or maybe he's hiding in that hole we've seen. Let's be very careful though. You never know who's hiding here. He might have come in from here. Might have set up the flags. Oh, a butterfly. Very nice. Maybe he's fallen into that hole. We don't know. Just a refreshing dip into the water. There's apples everywhere. I love that. That hole. Not here. I mean, when someone's missing here for such a long time, you're expecting a dead body, right? Let's hope that is not what we'll find. Maybe he's went up here? No, doesn't look like it. So that's not... Maybe we'll find him on the highest point. What is that? Has he started to measure something here? Oh, look. There's a couple of people there. They're well armed. Too well armed for our taste. Maybe we could go up here. And see more. One. Two. 3, 4. There could be more in the tents. I think though we can risk it. Let's see.
Now you're in deep shit. What's the matter? Come on. No!
Come on, we've hit that guy.
Ow! You're dead. Come here, Lily, give up.
Come here.
All that combat.
Well, I call that... I don't know what I call that.
I'm going to enjoy this.
You've gone weak at the knees, have you? Don't be there!
What have we got here? Entertainment. Great. Cover. I'm over here.
Ouch. That guy's really good.
I'll chop you to pieces, you what?
All right. Whew. Oh, look at that. Ooh, and cuirass. Heavy hauberk? Nah. It's all a little bit too much. The fashionable hose is good, though. Riveted gloves? I don't know. So we've got that guy. He's got a common shield. Let's look at that one. Light brigandine is not bad. Bell-shaped kettle hat is a good thing. Decorated riding boots. Oh, nice. The mail. Composite gauntlets. That thing is better, right? We're gonna look further. He had a Lepiota shield. No. Oh my goodness. So we've had those two people coming for us. Then that guy is also here. Lying in it. Fashionable hoses. Really nice. Quartered outer vest. A little bit too heavy to take it with us. The gloves though. Some groschens. Outer jacket is a little bit damaged from the archery fight. Okay. We had killed that one guy. Oh, look.
Hey!
Hey!
Hey, what the fuck are you doing here?
So, it's all clear to me now.
What is? Who are you? You've no business here.
I'm Henry, and I was expecting to find you here.
What? How could you...
Sir Divish's locator went missing around these parts.
Well, it seems like he's all out of luck, don't it? Divish ought to have sent someone better than you to parley.
He didn't send me to parley, he sent me to deal with it.
Deal with it? There's plenty of us, and you're on your own. So I'd think twice about how you're going to deal with that.
Let him go.
Let him go, right now. Or you can stay here and feed the crows, like the rabble who were here before you.
All right. No need to be hasty, eh? We'll be on our way then, quietly. That fella's in the tent over there.
They just needed a strong talk, right? That's just what they needed, it seems. Okay. In that tent over there. In which tent now? In the tent. Where is he? Ah, there we go. Thankfully.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Sir Divish sent me to find you, and it looks like I arrived just in time.
God's truth.
I'm Henry of Skalitz.
My name is Marius Bilek, Master Locator. Sir Divish sent me here to survey the area.
Well, the outlaws are out of the way, so we can go and report to him, right?
Not just yet.
All right, he needs
Bastards
help, I
caught me
guess.
as soon as I arrived. And so far all I've seen is the inside of the tent they tied me up in. I still have a job to do. Come along with me if you like. We'll report to Sir Divish afterwards.
Yeah, okay.
I'll escort you then. At least I can make sure you don't get caught again.
What? Are there more of those bandits around?
No, I just meant... Never mind. Should we get going?
So that's what we're gonna do now. Good Marius.
This is a good...
Lost in the woods. Yeah.
It's on the hillside, so the foundations will stay dry. It can have its own little square, close to the church. There's no better site here.
All right, whatever you say. That seems solid, right? Doesn't it?
The church is still standing. Good. good. Whoever built it did a good job. Considering how old it is and what it's been through recently, it stood up well. It won't be an easy job to fix it, but it can be done. Timber alone won't do, though.
Oh, some stone, eh? Well, thankfully we've got the quarry. Wow, and now it's raining. We should celebrate now, on the other hand, yeah. Da, 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 da. What is it now? Where are you going? Ah! You're like a hare, like a bunny. Just changing direction in the mid of everything. And now? And now?
We could fit at least one tradesman's shop here. Maybe a baker's?
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, there we go. So we got a baker's shop coming. Whoa, we are going to the undergrowth here, my friend. Don't break your leg.
There's quite a lot of space here. It just needs clearing thoroughly. Then we could even fit stables here.
Oh, Persepolis would like that. Yeah. Is there nettles?
Main approach road and stream.
Let's gather a little bit on the side while the intellectual is looking at everything.
This bridge needs reinforcing. It won't last long in this condition. I reckon
Yeah,
it makes sense to build a weir over the stream down there. The water here is clean and can be used to supply the village until we sink a well. It's a good thing we have this stream. No point in building without a water source.
I like your thinking, and yeah, you're right, that bridge is... Yeah, look at that, look at these cracks. I've seen that crack on another place here too, though. Don't know what he said, but it's okay. Any bandits here? Hopefully not. Oh, well, a pewter. If there's no flowers, there's mushrooms. What is that here? Huh? Is that the...
I can't even see past the trees and ruins whether there's room for anything there. But at least the trees are strong and healthy. All we need is a few good woodcutters, and we won't have to bring in any timber from elsewhere.
Looks like the perfect spot, right, Marius? Come on, I want to pick some nettles, like in the good old times, but it seems like I cannot. Test my nettle.
Stone foundations. They'll come in handy, and we're close to the stream.
A mill, maybe, eh? We need a miller there. That is true. Now this. Wow, you gotta hurry up, man. It's getting really dark.
Lots of space here.
It could be a marketplace, right? Let's wash off the blood, though. For now. And that little hole. You've got to see that little hole there. That hole in the ground here. It's really vital.
There's a well here already. All the better.
Yeah, oh, that was what it is. Okay. Look, there's some apples if you'd like. Oh, we'll take them with us. Apples are great. Let's eat some of them. Yeah. Good site for an inn. A big space, clean water, close to the village green. A good site for an inn. Yeah, and clean water from the sky too. Let me supply you with something so we can see better, my good friend.
That's that then. The most essential surveying is done.
You won't stay here now, right? So, what do you say? How is it going?
So, Master Locator, ready to start building?
There's a long way to go before that. The few ruins that are left are basically beyond repair. It's all overgrown with brush.
Oh dear.
Gotta
We'll have
burn
to
it
get it all
down.
cleared before we can start rebuilding it.
So it is possible to rebuild everything,
Yes, absolutely.
but building a whole village is no small enterprise.
We'll need timber, lots of it, which isn't a problem in the middle of the woods, of course. We'll have to hire wage labor to begin with. Quite a lot of men.
I got the perfect refugees.
I think we should get started without delay. There's a lot of work involved, but it'll be well worth the effort.
That's the jobs for our
Just
friends
imagine.
from Skalitz.
The church will dominate the whole settlement.
Oh, that's good news. When will you inform Sir Divish?
Why wait? I'll head to Talmberg right away. But would you keep an eye on things here in the meantime? It would be rather embarrassing to run into more bandits when I return with Sir Divish.
No problem. I'll be right here.
It shouldn't take us long. My lord, welcome to Pribyslavitz. That is to say, welcome back to Pribyslavitz after all these years. Well, what's left of it.
Not to worry, Marius. I'm glad to be back in my old hamlet. Although, it seems to have aged about as gracefully as I have over the years.
I beg to differ, sir. It's quite dilapidated, unlike your good self, but at least it's safe now. Thanks in part to Henry here, who also saved me from a predicament that cost me valuable time. Who knows? If it hadn't been for him, we might not even be talking now.
Well, lad, in the end, you managed things in your own way, I see. Just as you said you would.
I did my best, sir.
No, we won't lie to him because we're not really dependent on it anymore. I drove them off.
They didn't look all that tough, so I put a bit of pressure on them and they took to their heels.
You were outnumbered and you scared them off?
Ah, they were greenhorns. I think they may have been a bit intimidated by me.
Let's hope they don't try anything like that again.
I'm quite sure they won't, sir.
Let's get down to the matter in hand, shall we? What state is Pribyslavitz in?
Sir, in my official capacity as locator, I am gratified to inform you that the hamlet of Pribyslavitz may be renewed. And indeed it offers prospects of considerable expansion beyond its former limits.
Splendid! Finally, some good news for this province.
And badly needed, too.
So, what have you discovered so far? I want to know all the details.
The layout of the village.
We had a scout around.
We conducted a basic survey, from
Okay.
which we can make a preliminary outline of the parcels. I already have in my head an initial plan of what can be built where.
We should certainly have a church. I'd like to preserve the existing one.
That should present no serious obstacles. The building is in much better condition than we anticipated. But extensive reconstruction will be required.
That's to be expected.
Water and wood is there.
There's a stream here, and a well, right in the middle of the village.
Yes, and there are abundant woods around. Clearing them will provide both extra land and timber supplies that we can use right away.
Right now, I believe we're standing on the village green, aren't we?
The future green, that is. The village centre will comprise at least 6 large buildings to begin with. We can't fit any more than that here. So there will be other buildings away from the square. In particular, more extensive structures.
I'm glad to hear it. I never expected you'd find so much space here in the middle of the woods. The building work we're about to engage in is only the first part of my plan. Later, we'll clear more forest for agricultural land, and build more farmhouses. But, for now, we'll have to focus on more sensible goals.
As you wish, my lord.
Oh, he's a man with a plan, Mr. Divish. Probably he's become tough in jail, like all of them are. Like tough and determined and all kinds of things like that. Won't it cost a lot? I mean, we could
Rebuilding
participate.
the whole village must cost a king's ransom, though.
It's true it won't come cheap. Before the tradesmen settle here and start producing and trading, it will be necessary to invest a certain amount of capital.
A certain amount? How much exactly?
I wouldn't venture to state a precise amount at this point, but I expect it will come to some thousands, even tens of thousands of groschen.
That much? I hope you're good at haggling.
We shall, of course, attempt to procure everything at the best possible price, but raising a settlement from the ashes you see around you is a costly business. Nevertheless, I can assure you, my lord, that if all goes well, the investment shall all come back to you with interest.
I hope I shall live to enjoy it, Master Marius.
But okay, I mean, it's also a thing of legacy, right? Who'll be living and working here? I have some people in mind.
A village isn't a village without villagers. We'll need new subjects. Even preparing the ground for building will need lots of labour. Where can we find so many people, sir?
You sound skeptical, lad, but it's a good question. I've already given it some thought. I've agreed with Radzik and Hanish that we shall make an announcement in Rattay to invite people to move here and help with the construction, which will bring them many benefits, but also obligations. In addition, I expect the prospects of a new home will appeal to your former Skalitz neighbors, more than a makeshift camp by the castle walls.
They'll be delighted, sir.
A splendid solution, sir. I've also been concerned about how to bring settlers here, but now it seems there will be no shortage of new inhabitants after all.
And more?
It seems things are finally looking up. We routed the bandits in battle, and Henry took care of the remnants. When can we get to work?
Right away, as far as I'm concerned. All we need is people and the necessary funds.
Let's get
And
going.
we'll need someone to keep order, at least in the interim.
We're fired up. A new home for our people.
I'll leave you some of my men.
If I may, I would recommend quickly appointing a bailiff to take responsibility for the renewal of the village, its coffers and its citizens.
Come on,
True.
we're doing that.
First things first.
Give us that job.
Since you understand these matters best, you shall take charge of the land parceling and building works. You'll be available to the bailiff, but answerable directly to me.
I'd be honored, sir. Thank you.
And, as regards the office of bailiff, what about you, Henry?
Yes, sir?
You've proven yourself well. You've demonstrated that you're capable of solving problems. And you command the respect of your former Skalitz neighbors.
Well, I'm not so sure.
And you're also capable of maintaining law and order.
I must concur.
So, let us expedite matters. Henry, I hereby appoint you to the office of Bailiff of the Hamlet of Pribyslavitz, in my domain.
My lord, it's a great honor. Thank you.
You will oversee the initial renewal and administration of the village that will set the ground for further development. But don't imagine it'll be a bed of roses, lad. Being bailiff doesn't mean you can do whatever you like. If you don't treat the settlers rightly, I'll soon find out and relieve you of your office. Besides, we can't spare a single groschen from the Talmberg coffers now, with the province in chaos. So, you'll have to cover the cost for the building work from your own purse.
My goodness.
But Marius said it would cost a fortune.
True, but from what I hear, you know how to get your hands on coin enough. So, I expect you'll manage it just fine.
I'd like to know who's been spreading such gossip.
And I am assigning you certain specific tasks. You must ensure the rebuilding of the church. That means complete reconstruction, wall paintings, and a new altar. See
Oh
to
my
it
God,
that in
he
the
just wanted
future,
the money
village
from
will
us.
be capable of supporting a certain number of people. For that, you will need to ensure the construction of essential artisans' buildings. And ultimately, the village must produce sufficient earnings to fund further expansion.
But, sir, I've never done...
I understand your concerns, but you'll be handsomely rewarded. I shall grant you the proceeds from the whole village for the first 5 years, and you have my permission to use the surrounding woods and land as you see fit.
Well, that's, I mean... Are you sure I'm the right man for the job, sir? It's a lot of responsibility.
As you said yourself, Henry, it's a great honor. Besides, you won't be alone in it. I'll assist you and supervise the construction work.
Phew. All right, then.
But
So,
don't get
we're
caught.
agreed. You'll give this document to the Rete bailiff. He'll make the announcement to invite settlers, which should ensure enough people to begin work. At the same time, your official appointment as bailiff will be announced.
Don't know what to say, sir.
I'm sure you won't disappoint me, Henry. And now I must get back to my duties at Talmberg. Send word when everything is prepared.
Certainly, sir. Have a safe journey.
Farewell, sir.
Whoa. Ha, we're going to the Rate Bailiff and becoming as the same. Now we have... Oh, that's a guard, not a bandit. I can talk to him too. Oh, that torch. Now I have the Bailiff's Mace. 2, 61, 14 Charisma. 30 Defense. The ceremonial one is better though. Do we have with us? Let's see about that. The kits here. Small kits, tailor's kits. Oh, 6 of them, my goodness. Like these ones. Let's apply the armorers. I got to practice too, you know. Oh, nice. We could repair the outer jacket. Let's see if we can do more. Well, that's costing us, I see. Okay, let's get back to the horse then. We don't need blacksmith kits, but tailor kits would be good. the small kids too. What's the difference? I don't know. Let's move them over. And let's use the small kids. Wow. Then we have the big kids. Goodness. Is that crazy or what? Hey, maintenance. Nice. Oh, look at that. Blacksmith's son. A stronger attack. Okay. Fragrance. Freshly laundered clothes on. You have 1 higher charisma. And you repair your own armor. You're able to pad it so it doesn't jangle as much. Keeping down your noise. Serrated edge. When you've sharpened yourself. 15% greater chance of causing bleeding, and the tin opener. Aha, to your opponent's armor and equipment, I don't know. Saviro. Freshly laundered clothes on. I'm not sure yet. Certainly we're happy about this, and well, I can only say thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. We'll see each other in the next episode where we ride. I guess. We ride to Scarlet's. To Ratai, I mean, here. I'm officially proclaimed bailiff. So, thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. This is Immanuel Khan signing out. Great times are awaiting us. Great times.